Alright, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another stream. This time we are featuring a fairly high-level semi game between SeZoOoT and BiG FraNk. We've actually got both of them here ready to go, so there's not going to be much of an intro. So yeah, we're going to just dive straight on into this actually. No mucking about. Off we go. Straight on in. We actually start with Infantry Super Weapon General. Not the easiest for the SWG here. Not at all, but let's see what happens. So we've got in the north, BiG FraNk playing in purple as SWG. And in the south, we've got SeZoOoT, slightly messed SeZoOoT with 53 apparently, in the green as Infantry. Okay, did that correctly? Yes, I did. Excellent. Let me just get my own chat back up. Second. The lag's still not come through. We are live. Right, there we go. Okay, hopefully that'll come through momentarily. Alright, so we have a forward barracks from SeZoOoT. Looks like this might be a fairly standard build. Where he gets a war factory here. At the front, yeah. I don't like the positioning of that war factory because it's right by that tower. Prime target number one if you are BiG FraNk. Is he collecting off separate supply crates? Of course he is. Looks like he is anyway. Yeah, very good. Gets himself the extra $200 and is now going for a barracks after his first V. And we're going to have, yeah, a few tank hunters and troop crawler. A traditional rush that's very, very difficult to stop. But there are ways to deal with it. The trick is to stop the troop crawler as close or as far away from your base as possible. However, I have a feeling this is going to be coming out now, yeah. It's where it gets really, really tough. First V will come here though and get some nice harassment in. The trouble is, how are you going to deal with what's at your base? It's going to be very difficult. But this first V is nice. It will get a dozer, it should take both the trucks. Yeah, BiG FraNk just needs to build his V army up as big as possible now. He's going to now crack that open. But yeah, look at that blob. It is a scary looking blob. Needs to get on flashbangs. Pronto. So that V's done nice, but... yeah, he's in trouble. This is what I mean. Very, very difficult to deal with this. If he can pick off the tank hunters, there's only 3 of them. Then he will have a chance, but until then, very, very difficult. I think that V's trying to repair itself, but will go down. Ooh, that V got brave. Yeah, it's so difficult, this. More tank hunters coming in now. Could get a nice crush, misses it. Yeah, this is going to be 1-0. As good as this V's done, it doesn't really matter. If he had a way to hold on, but it's so difficult. Trying to get the crushes in. Did he have flashbangs? No, no flashbangs. I think your best hope is to go for flashbangs and then the spawning. Yeah, GG. He knows it's over. It's very difficult for the SWG here. Very, very difficult. So yeah, 1-0 lead fairly early on, but to be expected perhaps. Okay. Hello Salah and hello Red vs Blue. And earlier in the chat, hello B-Legacy, not nickname mod, I question your judgment. Yeah, fair point. Hello Firearm Jazz, Miles and everyone else, hello. Right, we're going to see the reverse this time. Because this is live, we are going to have a little bit of a lag, so you guys are about 2 minutes behind. I dialed it up a little bit for this set because both the players are of a certain level, so I thought it was only fair. So yeah, this time we start with SeZoOoT in the north, this time playing as the SWG. And in the south we've got BiG FraNk in purple as Infantry. And I have a feeling he might just copycat what's been done here because it's very, very difficult to stop. Even if you know it's coming, it's very tough. Things that he could have done differently, not gone for the initial V and just banked it at home, got flashbangs earlier, those are really the only sort of things you can do. If there was a way that he could have held on at his base, then he probably had it. But yeah, he couldn't. We're going to see a similar looking build coming out of SeZoOoT here. And no, actually, it's not the same build here from FraNk. It is not the same build at all. He's just going for a forward war factory. Okay, it's going to go greedy supplies at the base, though. Alright. So yeah, the one key sort of difference here is... I don't actually know if he's got a troop crawler then or not. I have a feeling he might have done, and then he's going to try and get at least one tank hunter out of this. But he might not get it in time, because this dozer... What is it doing? Oh, it's so annoying. Chinese dozers are the worst. Oh no, he's not going for a troop crawler. He's actually going to open with an outpost because he's gone for the third supply. Okay. Yeah. Don't know. It's definitely already looking better for SeZoOoT, although that V is going to headbutt that first outpost. Nicely microed nonetheless. I think that minigun should just get in that building in time. And so this... Yeah, fine. So this V is suddenly going to find itself trapped very quickly. I think he's released that a little early. Yeah, the V, as long as the V goes down... The V hasn't gone down. And flashbangs are now out as well. Okay. Yeah, so better build here from SeZoOoT for sure. But Big FraNk's comfortable. No particular danger at this time. He's loading up a very stacked outpost by the looks of it. Yeah, so far so good. Fast prop. I like that from FraNk. Very nice. Hello, Mohammed Salud. Ooh, could he get himself... Is he going to use this truck? He is going to use the truck. Very nice. Yeah, nice. Very nice from FraNk, that. And important that he did it as well. Really nice. I think he could probably afford to just evac that. Yep, he can. Tow is now out. Needs to be very careful here. Minigunner parked here could be annoying. Strat now going up. And airfield going up. Okay. Airfield's going up, in fact. Yeah, good harassment. Harassment's going to be temporary. Oh, minigunner is bugged, and that's going to go down. Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's not forget this is SWG, so if it does get to the stage where it gets the strat, could even potentially get alphas, and then it's looking very difficult for the infantry. Does FraNk know he's built 2 airfields, is what I want to know. I think he's going to try and play the B bigger, but against the SWG... Ooh, these are dying cheaply. Alright, he does at least take 1V along with him, but yeah, that went down. That was a nice clear up from SeZoOoT, actually. It is looking increasingly good. S&D's now out. There's a Licks, but I'm not entirely sure how effective that's going to prove. Unless it sneaks up and around here. Alright, Lotus is out as well. Okay. Yeah, if this goes up and across here, that actually could be pretty devastating, because you could take Dozer, Strat. And Black Napalm's out. Ooh, nice. 2V's already down. And yeah, here comes the killer blow. I think this Licks could be the winner, because that's going to be one Dozer. The second Dozer's going to go, the Strat's going to go. Yeah, just like that, it's going to flip. I think the Strat's the key priority here, yeah. Strat is going to go down. That's massive. And I think FraNk's done the business here in this first game. He's done what he needed to do. And the airfield... I guess he could have got an alpha out in that time, actually. I wonder if he did. The Strat was still alive, so might have queued one up. We'll have to wait and see. Sells the airfield, I like that. I wonder if he did go for one or not. Nah, well, time will tell. Lotus continuing to get the orders. He can happily sell that. Doesn't really matter. Just don't give the XP away, is the advice here. Okay. Looks like he didn't queue an alpha up, because it would have come out by now. That's a shame. I think SeZoOoT will be kind of kicking himself, actually. Right, 1B goes down. Oh, he's going to lose a MiG. No, he doesn't somehow. I think the aircraft armor came in just in time there. Certainly not over here. Balls. He's getting awfully close. Not the best micro on the MiGs, actually. Does lose one as a result. A mine, as he needs some mines here, that would do very nicely. Ooh, gets in. That is really annoying for Big FraNk. Who is just faltering a little bit. Losing his MiGs. Focused a bit too much on the MiGs here, I think. And the MiG will go down to the B. Yeah. Nice. It's going to be close, this. There is a Lotus around. Lotus could actually be used to capture the remaining buildings here. The war factory got... When did... Oh, did he sell it? Am I going mad? I think I'm going mad. It's kind of annoying for SeZoOoT because he's done really well in this game, apart from flashbangs are going to flush that out. Nope. Gets away with it. Missed TNT opportunity there. Yeah. I think he needs an outpost. So he needs to do something anyway. Ah, there's the Lotus. Still going for the oils. It's a bit strange. Okay, nicely done. Ah, troop crawler. That's just what the doctor ordered. That'll do it. Yep. That will do it, alright. Okay. Here comes what I assume will be a big drop. Not sure where he plans on putting said big drop, especially because they're caught under that. Okay, he's going to go for the war factory. But he's got all he needs here. Yeah, that MiG's massive. And that should be GG, I think. I think SeZoOoT can't win anymore. Just about held on there, Big FraNk. It was looking a bit dicey for a moment, but he has managed to do what he needs to do. Got some normal Raptors out. Not sure what they're planning on targeting. Maybe the airfield. Yeah, it was the airfield, but they're so weak. And the carpet bomb's going to finish the game here. Yeah, he's sold that already. Oh, he nearly gets it. Actually, Tozer needed to repair there. Yeah, this is going to be the final kick in the teeth. All production gone. Nothing left. SeZoOoT is done for. Not entirely sure why. Oh, I see. He's got a drop. Yeah, that's GG. We'll play from Big FraNk. Takes it to 1-1. I think SeZoOoT certainly gave a better game of that, though. But I'd put that more down to the build of FraNk as opposed to the build of SeZoOoT. It was just a bit more forgiving. Hello, Daniel Johnson in the chat, by the way. And Piddix a nickname in case you didn't hear me say it earlier. Okay. Sand Scorpion, very nice. There we go. Okay, let's see what matchup we get. I think the players generally will be in an outing. We did in the last one anyway. I think, yeah, in out. SeZoOoT prefers in out. Oh, a nuke mirror, very nice. We're going to get 2 of these as well, even better. I love a good nuke mirror.
You have been defeated.
I love a good nuke mirror. We love a good nuke mirror. Absolutely. And we're going to get 2 of them. That is just what the doctor ordered. Alrighty. So we start here in the north on Sand Scorpion with Big FraNk in purple playing as Nuke. And in the south we've got SeZoOoT in green playing as Nuke as well. Okay. So a lot of this can just come down to the build. I think on this map it's dictated quite specifically. That's very odd that he's decided to... I guess that he did that to get his supply quicker, but he could have just built the barracks there, because this barracks is going to be way quicker now. And he built the supply in the same time, so yeah, could have been better. Going to go for a war factory, and here we're going to see an airfield. Okay. So, build order variation already. I'm not sure how I feel about the builds from both players. Alright, the second barracks is coming up now, so that's fine. I think I prefer SeZoOoT so far. But let's see what happens later in the game. Looks like FraNk is just going to try and settle for his own oils. Certainly shouldn't be building any more Red Guard out of that, because they'll just go down. And the middle one... yeah, there's going to be an hour thing. I think if he can get the building... no, he can't. And he recognises it, he turns around. Good reactions. Only takes a tiny bit of... didn't actually take any health loss there at all, did he? First Battlemaster comes forward then. That's going to crush this for sure. And we've got a Dozer trying to expand to the bottom left already. First Licks is out. Ooh, this Battlemaster is actually going for the one up here. I think that might prove to be a mistake. Although, could still crush this one if he's quick. And quick he'll have to be, he's not going to get it. Unlucky. Really close. First Lick's now coming in. This Gat is going to have to turn very quickly. Do, however, have these Battlemasters rushing towards the base. Could cause some problems. He's going to get hunted, isn't he? I think he's going to get hunted. Yeah, he is. For sure. That is hunt complete. This Licks has done its, very much done its job. If he can take the power out, that'll be even better. It'd be a disaster for FraNk if he loses his power here. He's going to lose it. And the Gat's going to go down, is it? Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, power down. Expansion on the bottom left side. It is SeZoOoT to lose for sure. And all he can do is spam with no power. Very difficult situation now. The one thing going for him is that he is causing economic damage in the base. Quite a lot of it as well, actually. Would be nice if he could somehow sneak that Dozer kill in. But I think he'll miss out, unfortunately. Yeah, he will. And in comes the flood. It's not over this, although this flamer could say otherwise. I think that one flamer might end up winning the game, actually. Prop also being established here. The problem for FraNk is that it's all fun and well spamming and using this flame to kill this oil, but that's not what's important here. I mean, he doesn't know that the expansion exists, let's not forget that. But yeah, this is going to end the game, for sure. FraNk knows, because of his lack of production, he has to send every man forward that he can to the base. But yeah, unfortunately, as a result of that, he's going to get caught cold at his base. So he's going to go. He's going to lose this one. Yeah, this one's going to go to 2-1 for SeZoOoT, for sure. Hello, Web Science. Thank you as well for that. Yes, always do. I think Big FraNk sees the situation now. And probably any second is going to recognise that it's futile, because his entire base is going to go down. In fact, his entire base is going to go down before he can even do anything with this anyway. Yeah, GG. He knows it. Well played from SeZoOoT. He takes a 2-1 lead. Which is always nice when you win a mirror comfortably and you know you've got to play that again. Always a nice feeling. I do think the top side is slightly worse off here. Simply because you can build your barracks a little quicker. Could be wrong there, though. I think if I had a preferred side, it probably would be the bottom. No pun of any kind intended. Only nickname prefers that. Hello again, Pepsi. In the chat. Alright. Good to see a few number of you, 18 of you watching. Very nice. We go into game number 4 with another nuke mirror. we've got SeZoOoT here this time at the top of Sand Scorpion. And also as Nuke, Big FraNk in the purple. At the bottom here. So let's see if he varies the build. I think he will. So what he did last time, yeah. And this is a mistake that SeZoOoT's making. So this is already better from SeZoOoT at the top. Yeah, I think that cost so much time, Big FraNk. It kind of wrecked his entire build, really. And these little things make all the difference. Are we going to see a second barracks? Or is this going to be... Ooh, yes, it's going to be a forward war factory. Okay, so that'll be a second supply then. He might just win the middle battle here. What I do like from SeZoOoT is going for the red guard. It's actually going to see a build order variation. Both players matching each other on the build, more or less. The only difference is the war factory is slightly quicker and slightly further forward for FraNk. And he's only going for the 2 oils. He's not going to go too greedy. I think SeZoOoT wasn't paying attention there, so he's going to allow this to get into the building. First Battle Masters is going to this top oil. I like that. Very quick dozer again. I think if you're learning from the last game, I'd almost be tempted to send my first Battle Master over here. I think it is good to deny the oil, but denying this expansion is really important. Having said that, he is going to comfortably deny these. Needs to ideally crush that one before that Battle Master can stop it. I think he might just achieve that. No, maybe not. Battle Master here trying to get the crush, but it will fail. Yeah, that's the golden ticket. FraNk nice and quick though to get his oil. Oh, I think he will get it. Yeah, on the explosion. To the he's done his job. I tell you what, actually, SeZoOoT isn't going to get any oil at all here by the looks of it. Yeah, he's been completely denied. Very nice. So economically, FraNk only going for the 2 oils is paying off for him. I think he will just get that one in, actually. Okay, he's in on the truck line as he is. That'll be at least 1 truck going down then. Yeah, nice. Yeah, he did just get that one in. That's unfortunate. FraNk's going to be ready for this Battle Master. Might be a little bit annoying. Actually, probably won't be. It's going to get denied. Both will go down here, yeah. Okay, sure. That got a little bit wasted by Big FraNk. Prop is now out, though, so he is the quicker one to tech, whereas SeZoOoT instead is going to go for the Lix. I think I prefer this. Ah, he is now going to the bottom left. Very nice. So yeah, this is pretty important, actually, discovering this. And yeah, he sees the problem. Wait, does he see the problem? Yeah, he does see the problem. Very nice. If he can kill the dozer before that builds, and I think he will, it's going to be close. Oh, that's so close. Unlucky. Oil now taken by SeZoOoT here. SeZoOoT here. He's just lost the one in the middle, though. Yeah, that was important, because that allows him to just get these buildings now. Lick's coming round the back. At a minimum, that's going to get a dozer. I think he's going to be looking for the second dozer. He is. I think he's going to get it. Oh, he is going to get it. That's so annoying for FraNk. He does take that out. Wait, hang on. Huh? He lost it. Okay. I'm surprised he lost it. I'm surprised he lost the licks there. Pretty lazy of me. I assumed it was going to get away, but no, apparently not. So the thing is that alright, it's annoying getting hunted, but FraNk's got everything he needs here. And yeah, I think SeZoOoT finds himself in a bit of trouble, because I don't think he's going to stop this in time. He has got everything he needs. Didn't lose his power. He just got hunted. So yeah, not enough damage done there, really. Oh, Lotus tried to be very sneaky. He needs to keep his gats alive. He has kept a lot of gats alive. Yeah, I think this is going to be a draw. A draw? Sorry. A draw from the 2 games. Yeah, I think this is going to go Big FraNk's way. Unless he messes up with his gat micro. And he might. Keeps 2 alive, okay. Yeah, that's what he's relying on. Just needs to be careful there. But there are more gats coming. Does have the gat on the Overlord as well. And Vet 2, yeah, there's a Vet 2 gat now. Okay, fine. That is going to be curtains, I think. Well, he's trying to get that dozer, but I think it's going to get away. Yeah. So he isn't hunted just yet. Yeah, GG, he knows it's over. Can't fight that. Nice, that's an important win for FraNk, that. Very important. That he got that, and it did indeed get it back, and it did kind of prove my theory about the bottom side being better. Hello again, Apex. I'm seeing a lot of fun emojis. Let's close the curtains. Just get into that time. Ooh, big mix-up now. Tiny Tactics. Very nice. I haven't actually seen that much of Tiny Tactics in this tournament. I guess because it's been played quite a lot recently. It's a bit like Liquid Gold when it finally hit the one of those... Oh, stealth demo. Very nice. This is a very nice matchup.
You have been defeated.
Actually. Not sure. I think I'd rather be the stealth in this one. But if the demo goes about it a certain way, it can do well. But yeah, I know I'd personally rather be stealth for sure. I'm glad you appreciate the pun work as well. Pun not intended. Right, so we start on the right here then with Big FraNk. He's playing as the demo general. And in the south, we've got SeZoOoT. He is playing as stealth. Alright, there we go. So, what do I expect to see? I reckon this is kind of key. Could be a TT. Probably will be a TT. The question is, where will he TT? I think a good play for the demo is getting a very quick TT on the oil. And just making sure you don't lose your own. I think that's actually very powerful against the stealth or against any other GLA for that matter. The question is, can you get your TT out in time? That certainly looks like what he's going for. That there's just a fake arms dealer so far. So yeah, it's going to be tricky if that starts building quick, which it does. Okay. What you could potentially do is have 2 to kill that and then force fire the ground with your other 3 if you get all 5. Depends on how many he plans on building. I'm going to expand behind this. So it certainly looks like his terrorists are thinking of going over here. As opposed to the base, just because there isn't really some sort of follow-up here. There's going to be 4 in total. I think he might get this. First technical also out for SeZoOoT. Very similar timings here. This is going to be close. I think those 2 RPGs going away is going to give Big FraNk what he needs here. Ooh, Crusher's coming in. Very annoying. But this is where he needs to focus. He is focusing. But he isn't getting it. Ouch. That's a big fail. I think he got distracted by the tech here, but that wasn't what was important. This was the important thing. This is what you're going for. It's a big error, that, from FraNk. I think this had to be his sole focus. Just had to go here, drop off, force fire, 2 dead oils. But yeah, he's failed there. He has at least secured his own. With a tunnel. He's going to give that building away, though. That's kind of annoying. So SeZoOoT with good control around here. This is probably going to be... Okay, this is going to be the finish off. Fair enough. So the 2 oils are going to get denied. Oh. And does that now have another one in? Yes, it does. Exactly how he should have played it the first time, I think. Oh. Actually, an oil survives. That's kind of unlucky. I had another one. Oh, what was he doing? Looking elsewhere, I think he was. I think he was looking elsewhere. There is a lot going on this map. That much I will say. And he's maybe looking over here as well. Fair enough. I think this box doesn't look very sturdy to me. I think that could easily be chipped away at. Nice harassment, though. With this technical. Ooh, nice. Okay, he did actually clear all these. So he did have a bit of a win there. He's going to get this tunnel up, I think. That's going to be close. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He does get it. Ooh, not the best. That could cost him. He's going to get it, is he? Oh my god. Charmed life, for sure. So that is a big tunnel to get up. Very big tunnel. So he's going to lose this position now. Yeah, looking pretty good for FraNk so far. Would like to see him expand, and as I say that he is going to expand onto the oils. Yeah, big trouble here for SeZoOoT. Don't think he can really fight this, although it is only 2 quads and 2 RPGs. Terrorist. Oh my god, that is a missed opportunity. One opportunity to kill all the terrorists right there. Needs to A-move these. He was a bit slow to do that. And he's given away a super tech. Oh, that is bad. It's amazing how quickly things unravel this game. Although, what are you doing? SeZoOoT? SeZoOoT? Oh my god. Alright, that is suicide. Yeah, that's kind of not so good. Gotten a slightly desperate there. So, some slightly bad engagements, and all of a sudden, looking good here for SeZoOoT. Having said that, he is going to be an oil down, and he's losing out on the middle supplies and the top supplies, so he is certainly behind. I think he needs to give up on this push. He's given a lot of XP away. I think no need to worry about that for now. You've already got the upper hand on the map control, so maybe just try and deny this oil. And come in through there. TT the oil. Don't lose your own oil. Then I think you're in a pretty good position. Doesn't need to force the issue here. SeZoOoT is ahead on the palace. Both players are on 2 arms dealers. Big FraNk needs to increase his collection on this set of supplies, actually. He's still trying to hold on to this, but I think that is not a good plan. He's just giving away loads of XP in doing so. And that is going to be a very annoying tunnel to deal with as well. So he's going to probably lose this top position fairly soon. Yeah, he sees it now, but it's a bit late. It's not good. I think this should get... Yeah, there we go. He's going to have to just sell this. Yeah, it's amazing how it can look really, really good for you and then suddenly not look so good for you. That is kind of 0 hour in a nutshell. Yeah, this position needs to be given up completely. Just sell it. Don't give any more XP away. Or fight an inevitably losing battle. Oh my word, he didn't barely killed a unit there. Still has the middle though. And has an extra oil. So it's far from over. Can't really afford to be losing XP like that though. He's just giving 3-star away by not selling that supply. It's a bit lazy there from FraNk. He's now going for that building. Yeah, SeZoOoT in the lead now. No doubt about it. He's definitely taking a lead. Especially with the buggies now out. Let's not forget though, this is a demo. He's got... Yeah, he has got more workers here now. Nice. It is a nice map, this. I have to say. It is a nice map. Okay, still trying to get some work done with these Scorpions, but I think I'd be thinking of converting fairly quickly to something different. Free pickoffs. There, that's nice. Needs to be very careful with the super techs. Does lose one of them. Yes. Middle position is going to get lost here for Big FraNk. Not looking good. He is losing his map control very, very quickly. Okay, there is a battle bus in play now. Okay. Middle building goes down. Again, loads of XP given away. I mean, FraNk's 1 star. Yeah, GG. He knows he's behind here. Nicely done there from SeZoOoT, though. Little things, though. FraNk, the ultimate thing FraNk lost that game on is just wasting away those units in the top left corner. That's all it takes, unfortunately. Didn't really need to be pushing there either, because he had a bit of an advantage. Yeah, it takes the engagement slightly differently, then it could have played out differently. But as we are, it is now a 3-2 lead for SeZoOoT. I need to update the scoreboard. There we go. All right. So go into game number 6. Okay, so on the left we've got a stealth general this time for Big FraNk in the purple. And on the right we've got demo for SeZoOoT in the green. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back in just a second. Right, we're back. Sorry, I was just saying hi to the missus who tried creeping in, but she failed. Alright, we see a triple supply build coming out of SeZoOoT then. Ditto triple supply out of FraNk. I think that's kind of the no-brainer on this map. You go 3 supplies, then because you get the extra $2,500 at the beginning, so it kind of opens up a world of potential build orders. That extra 2.5k that you get. Both players looking to secure their oil. The question is, will we see... I don't think we'll see the same thing from SeZoOoT. One of the big things that didn't help FraNk was that he had to use 2 TTs to kill what was essentially just 1 oil in the end. So what didn't really pay off. Whereas if he'd used the first one, kill both the oils, and then use the second one to go cause damage in the base, that could have been the difference between winning and losing. A bit of a technical war. FraNk is going to lose that, so retreats. That is a good choice. Oh, just goes straight through the gap, doesn't it? Super annoying. I think that one's going to go straight through the gap as well. Yeah, super annoying to deal with that. So good harassment early on from SeZoOoT then. Meanwhile, no real harassment taking on his own here. Yeah, pretty bad start actually, all things being told. Will we get a scrap deny? No, we will not. FraNk also kind of not going for it. Alright, mistakes on both players' parts. We have a TT on the supply. That's a bit random. Ooh, good deny of the worker there. Very nicely done. Yeah, I missed out on some scrap there. And that technical is ultimately going to go down. Yes, it is. Okay. Think FraNk's panicking a bit here. Quite a few things that are just a bit unnecessary. Oils are now going to come in here for SeZoOoT, whereas there's no sign of an oil capture for Big FraNk, who's building another barracks for some reason. Yeah, I was going to say. Right, now goes for the palace. I think that might be... an empty. Fine. But nicely done from SeZoOoT. He's paying attention. And gets himself a super tech as well. Yeah. Nicely done. Yeah, SeZoOoT is quite a bit ahead in this game. Quite a bit ahead. Big FraNk's got some serious catching up to do. Economically, not looking too great for him. He's got only a few workers here. And here. He is at least going for the oils now, though, so that's going to help him catch up. Nice expansion here from SeZoOoT. Ooh, that was important that he got that tunnel up. Very nicely anticipated from Big FraNk, actually. Very nice terrorist. That was good. And he gets that, and it's all going to go down. Perfect engagement there from Big FraNk. Not sure why he's not... Oh. Oh, he moved. That was a shame. He actually queued there, so he lost. Okay, so not absolutely perfect. I think he's about to get himself in some trouble here, however. Yeah, he's going to need everything he can get here. Not sure he can fight, although that has done some good initial work. He saves that. That was a good bit of in and out action there, actually. But where are the quads? Is he going to get the oils at least? Yes, he is. I don't think he's going to save this position. No. Okay, nice expansion in the middle, though. And he's also got supplies up here. Palace is in play, and he lays a market down. Okay, but needs more production. These quads are going to probably kill that oil. Yeah, they are. I think it's a good move from SeZoOoT rather than trying to capture him himself. Palace starting to be built. Is on 2 arms dealers. Has been for a while as well. One of his quads went walkies. That's a shame. Yeah, that second oil's going to go. Will we see a pop here from Big FraNk? He certainly needs to. Yeah, there we go. Then he pops. Okay, but he is going to hold this. I'd like to see another tunnel laid down here. Probably can't afford to go in there. I think he needs to... Yeah, he's going to try and go for a bus. Okay. Has a buggy now. He just hasn't got the units to fight this. So I think we are going to see a 4-2 here. Yeah, not looking good now. Lost the oils, lost the middle. Does have the top area, but it's not going to be enough. Trying to build the buggy numbers up. But again, more meaningless XP giving away. It doesn't need to give this XP away. Alright, bus now comes in. That's going to be very helpful to deal with this. Good micro so far. Buggy's coming back out for some more action. Be nice if you can pick off some of these powerful quads. Ideally without losing his bus, but lost the bus he has. Okay, he's picked off the quads. Yeah, he didn't really want to lose the bus for that. Now on rocket buggy. He actually has quite a few rocket buggies all of a sudden. Alright. Probably will lose this tunnel just as quickly as it's built. He will. But during all of this, he has lost the top area. So yeah, all of the valuable economic areas just falling and going into SeZoOoT's hands here. Should be plenty of income in his bank. Got some supplies down here as well. Very nice. Nah. No, GG. Yeah, it's over. I think FraNk realised that it was basically impossible at the exact moment I did. So yeah, well played to SeZoOoT. He now takes a 4-2 lead and is on match point. It is best of 9 this round. 4-2 lead for him. Hello, Tricky Twinkie in the chat. Auntie, how did you become aware of ZH and when was the first time you played? Let me just switch to TD and I shall tell you that. Okay, so I've been playing ZeRow since it came out, believe it or not. In fact, actually, I'll tell you the story. So I was playing Red Alert 2, and then ZeRow, or Generals, came out, and my computer at the time wasn't powerful enough to play the game because, you know, everyone had bricks back then. Air versus demo, nice.
You have been.
I think I had to beg my dad or whoever it was at the time, beg mum to buy me a PC. I was only about 13 at the time. I had to beg him to buy me a new PC that could run the game, and lo and behold, about 6 months or a year later, they did. So I basically played. I think ZeRow came out pretty much bang on that time. So I didn't really play Generals much. I did for a bit and then just skipped straight onto ZeRow. So I've been playing ZeRow as long as the game's been around. That was a very long way of saying, yes, I've been playing a long time. We start with SeZoOoT anyway on this 7th game. Did I update the scoreboard? Yes, I did. So we've got SeZoOoT here in the green as Air Force. And in the bottom, we have got FraNk in purple as Demo. certainly favour the Air Force here, so nice little matchup for SeZoOoT to get. The question is, what build order will he go for? I think he might go Comanches, actually. But we'll wait and see. See what FraNk does. If that is the case, he's going to need to get himself a forward tunnel. I don't think Comanches is the best build on this map, actually. I think it's quite risky. Just because it's so easy to get a tunnel up here and quite close to the base of the Air Force. He is going to go for it, though. Okay. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to go War Factory Airfield. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a better build on this map, for sure. So, yeah, I've been playing the game since day one, more or less, to answer your question. I remember back in the days playing the old school Cases ladder when it existed, when quick matches were a thing. I do really miss those days, I can't lie. Okay, this is nice, generally a nice build from FraNk, actually. He will potentially see the power, although I think that if he force fires, he'll get it. Oh no, he'll get it anyway. Alright, get some nice damage on that, actually. And that is a very aggressive forward tunnel, which I do like. Okay. But will he evac in time? No, he won't. He will take the power, though. Yeah, unfortunately lost his tech RPG. That is a shame. He now knows what he's up against, though. It's a War Factory airfield build. Does now have himself a barracks as well, because he's got his economy rolling. I like the repurposing of the Rangers. I wonder if they're going to go there, or are they going to be used to try and get some oil? They're going to be used to go there. Okay. That is not going to work. Nope. And actually, the third supply getting denied there. Very nice. Yeah, looking good this for SeZoOoT. Has taken no economic damage at all. Not sure what that terrorist is doing. Bit weird. There's now 2 Raptors out, which means dead tunnels. And that quad is now a sitting duck for these Vs. Yeah, SeZoOoT's done it. This is 5-2. Game over. No way you can win at this stage, I'm afraid. Because those alone are going to win this game. Unless he can get a miraculous TT off, and I don't think he can. No, he can't. He tried the fast firing there, but no success. I tell you what, oh no, he is going to get them back in. Fine. Yeah, the V micro, as long as the V micro is good now, that's GG's. His production is basically camped. And I think these quads aren't the right thing to build, because they're just sitting ducks for these Vs. I think FraNk is writing that GG's message as we speak. Unless technicals are coming out. GG's. GG's well played. Yeah. Unlucky for FraNk that. It's not the matchup you need, really, I think. It heavily favours the Air Force for sure. But nicely done from SeZoOoT. And unlucky for FraNk. It's little things that make the difference in the end. Certainly on that Tiny Tactics game, the first one was the difference there. Do things ever so slightly differently, and then before you know it, you're at 3-all going into this. And then realistically, I think in that matchup, you expect to win that both ways. Sorry, tell a lie. You expect to win that as Air Force both ways, so then you get a decider and it plays differently. But yeah, nicely done overall from SeZoOoT, and congrats to him. He goes through to round 4. All right. Yeah, well played. I am, oh, hello. Just seen another Tricky Twinkie, and you are active at management of World Series. Yes, I am, alongside others. Piddix and Jazz are the main hosts this year, but I will always be helping, as will Phoenix and Nickname, and the rest of the staff will always be there to help as well. Although Nickname's actually, yeah, Nickname's answered that quite ironically. And I know he couldn't think of anything worse, but yeah, it's a team effort. But the primary hosts are going to be Piddix and Jazz this year. But yeah, I'll be helping. I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I've got a few things to do, a little bit of work to finish off, and a girlfriend to keep happy. So GG's well played. Good to have a double stream today, and yeah, see you all very soon. Take care, guys.